Hey guys, I am back, and see that Zippo in front of you? That's not a Zippo. Oh no. I've got, in fact, just right here, we've seen plenty of Zippos on this channel, and I've got the real thing in spades. I mean, I've got lots of real Zippos. I've got, these are just ones that happen to be sitting right here, right now, because I don't know why, because they're just sitting here. These are all real Zippos. I thought this one was going to be a real Zippo. I had a little bit of doubt, but I got it because, all right, so I am a Fallout nerd. I love Fallout. And it has a lot to do with my introduction to the world of, hey, I need some mental health help. When I came to accept the fact that, yes, I am a member of that big old PTSD group in the military, and Fallout 4 in 2016, when I started that journey, was a game that was introduced to me as a coping technique, as a distraction, and so I played it a lot during that time as I started my processing journey. And so Fallout has become very important to me, and I'm all into it. I saw this lighter on Amazon, and I said, that looks so cool. I'd love to have a Vault-Tec. And if you don't know, if you're not a Fallout fan, Vault-Tec is a huge part of the Fallout world. It's the company that builds the vaults. It's the shady company. And if you've seen the TV series, you know a little bit about it, but like not the whole story. It's a very shady company that basically controls much of the world in the Fallout series. Well, I got this lighter and I found out it's not a real Zippo. I did a little more research and I found out that you can actually get this lighter on Temu for just a couple bucks. How do we know it's not a real Zippo? Well, number one, look at the bottom. That's not what a real Zippo looks like. A real Zippo is any Zippo that you look at is going to have a bottom plate. And some of them actually do not have all the same wording, but it's got that indent. And this one doesn't. And if you were to hold this versus a real Zippo, it's lighter. It's not made of the same quality materials at all. Has a slightly different sound. I don't know if you can hear it. But it doesn't end there. Number one, Zippo never does this. When Zippo decorates a lighter, they do the whole thing. They wrap all the way around. And this basically has a silkscreen printing on the front and on the back. This really upset me too, because I didn't see this online. I just saw the front. And but I figured, it's it would be all the way around. This is, I don't like that it's like this. So anyway, functional, sure, it works just like a Zippo. This even is of course not a real Zippo insert. It looks a lot like a real Zippo insert. There are subtle ways to tell. This even feels a little bit lighter. The lighter feels lighter. Spark. You see the Zippo is a little bit better, but I haven't actually tested it out yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of lighter fluid in there. I don't want to do too much because I don't anticipate using this a whole lot. But I also don't want to do so little that it just takes forever for the wick to get wet and everything. So let's... Not bad. Because the truth is I've seen real Zippos that need a few sparks to get going after you fill them. Hang on, I want to give it a minute. Based on the way it sparks up so big after you let it sit. Okay, so it does work. It does work, as I'd say about as well as a regular Zippo insert does, but I don't know, it's Vault-Tec, it's Fallout. Maybe it should be a little bit more high-tech than that, I'm just saying. Ooh, it's hot. I have an actual Zippo plasma insert. Come on, focus. Focus, camera. And I thought, how cool would it be to do a That doesn't make me feel happy. Wow. So the real Zippo inserts do not like to stay in this. That one stays in pretty secure. It just falls right out. Weird. All right, I'm gonna have to do something about that. But give me a minute. But the Vault-Tec Fallout lighter should be high tech. That would fit the Fallout aesthetic. So but now I want this to stay in here. So, Ethan, hand me that purple tape, please. And do you see the you know what? Never mind. I don't need it. This is some very thin painter's tape by 3M because they make the most of the tape in most of the world. I'm going to use this because I can build it up in very thin layers to make this insert a little bit more secure inside the case. So I want to leave the Zippo there so people see it's a real Zippo, not one of those fake Zippos. And we will cut with precision. Ethan, what do you think of this project so far?
Good.
Good? Thanks. That's good color commentary right there. The reason I'm doing this so precisely is because I want to make sure that everything is neat and tight on the inside. I don't want a lot of tape hanging out. Actually, that's perfect right there. That is just the right amount of stick. All right. And now we have our plasma lighter. The only thing about the plasmas is I wish that it would come out a little bit from the lighter itself, because you have to get right on in there. But I think that's a pretty good, that, and by the way, the safety mechanism on this is that you press it once, nothing happens. You got to double tap it. But I think that is what a Vault-Tec lighter should be. It's Fallout. It should be high tech. It should be very, very fancy. So a little bit of lighter modification. An interesting thing to look out for, because remember, I got this on Amazon, third-party seller, but you know, we tend to think if it's on Amazon, it's going to be reputable. And there was nothing to make me believe that it was not a real Zippo. There were no pictures. There was, I don't know, maybe if I had looked a little bit better, I could have figured it out. It's still a cool lighter. I just hate the fact that it has no graphics around the edges. So it's something for the collection and something maybe to even carry around, because of the high-techness of it. I like plasma lighters, but what do you guys think? Is this something that you would... I'm sure there's some people that would say right away, it's a counterfeit Zippo. I will not touch it. I will not carry it. I don't blame you. Are there people out there that would say, just like fellow Fallout fans, you guys are out there, do you like it? Would you have it just because it's a cool Vault-Tec lighter? And what do you think? Does the plasma lighter fit the aesthetic here better than the standard, just flame? I want to know your opinions. So anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for spending a little bit more time with me. I hope this was a little interesting to you. Remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.